Carli Lloyd is mentally stronger than ever thanks to motivational mentor. TOUQUES, France. When Carli Lloyd was in college, she was supremely talented, exceptionally athletic and, her coach remembers, super lazy. Everything she did as a youth player came pretty easily to her, said Glenn Crooks, who coached Lloyd at Rutgers. The fitness aspect. Then Lloyd found James Galanis, who broke her down, then built her back up again. Galanis didn't I would spend time after sessions to take Carli into the mind of some of the greatest athletes that ever lived. Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, Wayne Gretzky, Diego Maradona, Galanis said. I would make the connect. Lloyd obviously got the message, because in the pressure cooker of the Women's World Cup she has thrived, scoring in a record 6 straight games dating to the 2015 tournament. She's had 9. Mentally I am stronger than ever, she said Sunday after her 2 first-half goals carried the US to a 3-0 win over France and a spot in the round of 16 for an 8th consecutive Women's World Cup. The Americans I am focused. I know what I need to, proving it has long been the motivation. Carli has always had doubters that have fueled her fire, said Galanis, 48, who draws Lloyd's name out as Caah Lee in a thick Australian accent undiluted by 2 decades living in South Jersey. He frequently addresses her as Mississippi Lloyd instead. A former First Division soccer player in Australia, Galanis pays his bills by running a youth academy. He has worked with he says he's never taken a cent from Lloyd despite helping her earn hundreds of thousands of dollars and 2 World Player of the Year awards in the 16 years they've worked together. Lloyd said she was about to quit soccer after getting cut from an age group national team when she met Galanis. He motivated her maybe like other coaches hadn't before, Crooks said. She believed in him. Galanis' unconventional methods aren't for everyone, but Lloyd was immediately taken by his no-nonsense manner. He could help her. His way included 1,000 sit-ups and 500 push-ups a day. Running drills, but the physical part was only half the training. It was evident back then that Carli had taken a special interest in the mental part of the game, Galanis said. After each game, Lloyd started the 2012 Olympic tournament on the bench but scored both U.S. goals in the gold medal game, becoming the only player in history to score the winning goal in 2 Olympic finals. She also scuffed. She's done it on the big stage in 08 and 12 and in 15, Crooks said. She produces for this tournament, she says she's fitter, more technical, and more tactical than ever. More mentally prepared, too, according to her coach. Now when she senses pressure, she turns into a different person on the field, with extra gears and extra fight, Galanis said. She can't help. Going into the World Cup, Lloyd put her coach, Jill Ellis, in the doubters category. At 36, in France, Lloyd already has 1 start, 2 goals and 1 apparent convert. That's obviously why she's playing. Because she comes. Copyright 2019 Los Angeles Times. Visit the Los Angeles Times @ Distributed by Related slideshow. Best of the 2019 Women's World Cup provided by M&A.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.